Welcome to Cyber Risk Insider, where we explore the world of cybersecurity and help you stay ahead of the ever-evolving digital landscape. I'm Casey, and in this Tool Tuesday, I will be covering a tool that allows you to change your IP address. You'll have control over not only the number of IPs, but also the duration of the IPs, so stay tuned for this one. Okay, so the tool that I want to cover today is called GreenNet IP Changer. Here's the GitHub for it. There's only two options that have to be ran. It's going to be the time interval in seconds, with 0 being the infinite IP changes, and the number of times to change the IP address. If you specify 0, again, it's going to be infinite. So to install, we'll just have to run the git clone, and then the usage for it is fairly simple using sudo. In order for this to work, we're going to have to configure Firefox to use a Tor node. So that's pretty simple. I'll go over that. There is one gap, though, in that this does not route all traffic on your system through the Tor network. If you set up Firefox, only your Firefox traffic is going to be going through this. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I can, however, make a video showing how to set up an all system exit, Tor network. So if this video gets enough likes and comments, I'll go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we'll just stay with what we're going with today. So let's go ahead and get this cloned. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I don't have a tools folder, so I will go ahead and create one. So we'll do make dir for directory. We'll call it tools. And then I'm also going to add a change directory tool so that once it creates a directory, it'll just hop us right in there. And there we go. We are currently in tools. Now we'll go ahead and git clone this. I'm just going to copy that. We'll see if I have to run sudo. I can't remember. All right, so this script uses Tor, which routes your internet traffic through a series of volunteer-operated servers, and it essentially conceals your real IP address. So what we need to do is we need to tell Firefox to use the Tor network. Otherwise, this is going to be running and your IP is not going to change. So we're going to do that by specifying our loopback address and port number that Tor uses. That way, all of our information, our data, will go through SOCKS 5, and it will point it to the Tor service that we specify, which is going to be 9050. So let's go set up Firefox first. We're going to go to our settings, scroll all the way down to network settings, and we are going to change it to manual proxy configuration. You're going to input our 127.0.0.1 and specify 9050. And then down here, we'll just use the proxy DNS when using SOCKS 5, because that's what we have selected up on this option. Click OK. Okay, so we should be ready to run this. I'm going to go ahead and use ifconfig, ifconfig.io to see the public address. If this is working properly, we will be able to see that we are no longer using my public IP. Now, I do know my public IP, so I'm not going to show that, but I can tell you that the IP that is going to be displayed is not mine. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this ran. Okay, hold on. Make this bigger. All right, enter the interval in seconds. For sake of the video and testing, I will set this to 15 seconds. And the number of IP address changes, I'll set that to 0. And it will go ahead and start running. Looks like it's already grabbed an IP here at 193.189. If I go to ifconfig.io, we have a 93.189. So this is working. Now, like I said before, this is only going to work in Firefox because that's where the SOX 5 and port 9050 are configured. If you wanted this to run full system, all data going through, you would have to set up that service on the entire system. So there is a way of doing that. I'm not going to put that in the scope of this video. Like I mentioned before, if I get enough likes and comments on this video, I'll go ahead and provide that. Just keep in mind that it's not all traffic. But without any further ado, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.